The Christmas Miracle.
December 2003.
So what's the news, bruv?
Where do I begin? He was chucked out by his parents who don't want him. As he's family, he needs someone to care for him.
And you want me to do it? Brother, I will look after him the best I can.
Thanks, bruh.
Present.
He's going to be okay, right?
We think he'll live, but I can't guarantee anything. He'll be in hospital for at least a month.
There is another guy who might cancel his operation. If he does, this man can have his and leave the hospital before Christmas.
So there is a tiny chance, but don't get your hopes up.
But hopefully he will cancel.
I love discounts. Right then, crew. We have a busy schedule this Christmas. Let's get started. Petunia, is that wise leaving your baby in here? We are working on something dangerous.
Of course it is. Are you trying to tell me I don't know how to look after my own child?
Grandpa, do you know what we're doing Christmas Day this year?
Nothing really. Your Uncle Dusty will be in hospital. I am too busy, so it's up to you to arrange something.
But Mum and Dad are away, so who will I spend Christmas with?
Someone who isn't busy. Seriously. It's one day a year. Does it matter who you spend it with?
Later.
I've got some bad news, cousin.
So have I.
Who will we spend Christmas with? My parents are away. You never knew yours, so we are in a tricky situation.
I wonder if I can spend it with my girlfriend.
Come on, Fitz. You're not seriously planning to work on Christmas Day. Christmas Day is meant to be family time.
I know, but I am just desperate to finish this project before the end of the year.
I am not spending Christmas in prison.
You should have thought about that earlier.
Now who will I spend Christmas with now that my entire team is imprisoned?
Nothing special about the season anyway.
'Tis the season to be jolly. A la la la, a la la la.
Humbug. The following morning.
Sorry, Wiz. But I'm going away for Christmas to see my relatives. But how about you find the person who might cancel their operation and see if they will negotiate?
How do we do that?
You're in luck because I have a friend who works at the hospital. I will ask her to find out.
Thanks, Ashley. Seriously, Kahuna. He will never compromise with anyone in a million years.
You can say that again. He hates Christmas. He hates most things.
I heard that all your teammates are in prison. Who will you spend Christmas with?
How about your family?
I fell out with my brother and dad years ago. We are not speaking to each other.
Can't you all just meet up and apologize?
It's not as simple as that.
I'm sure it will take just one phone call.
Christmas is the time for forgiveness. I'm sure your family still love you despite your criminal ways.
My mum left my family as a criminal and no one loves her. I doubt my father would forgive me for copying her pathway.
Merry Christmas, Kahuna.
Humbug. There's no need for all this fancy dress.
Would you like a free lollipop?
No, not particularly.
There he is.
Hi, Kahuna. We need to ask you something.
What do you want to ask me?
Basically, my Uncle Dusty is in hospital and he'll stay there over Christmas unless you cancel your operation.
If Dusty can have his operation in 2 days, then he can spend Christmas at home with Wiz, his nephew.
That sounds tempting, but on the other hand, I don't like your uncle.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Kahuna. Wiz's uncle raised him as a baby. He's one of the few family members he has.
Well, that sounds very sweet, but believe it or not, my operation takes priority. I want to go surfing on Christmas Day.
What's your operation?
Why is surfing more important in your eyes?
For your information, I have a grumbling appendix and I want it taken out.
You won't be able to surf for over a month if you do. Do you realize how painful it will be?
Nonsense. I've managed to surf with a broken arm before. The point is, Christmas is stupid, and if your uncle misses it, then tough.
What do we do now, Wiz?
We will have to persuade him another way.
Later.
May I help you?
Good afternoon. My name is Ian Hardy and I come from a society who sues people who don't celebrate Christmas.
Have 50 quid, now clear off.
5 minutes later.
Who is it this time?
Cancel your operation or I rob you.
Not interested.
I don't think those were the best approaches. Try something else.
Hello, Kahuna. I am Dr. Madeline and I have something important to discuss with you regarding your operation.
You'd better come in then.
Now then. First of all, you are aware of all the things you can't do after your op, right?
I can't drink or do much exercise.
You also aren't allowed to go surfing on Christmas Day. You will be in no condition to go surfing for several weeks.
I can still do it if I want to.
If you want to spend your Christmas surfing, then I suggest that you allow Mr. Dusty to have his operation before you have yours.
And why would I want to do that?
Dusty raised a child who has barely any family apart from him and will have no family to spend Christmas with unless Dusty can have his operation when you are meant to have yours.
You are asking me to delay my operation to satisfy another child.
Yes. Families deserve to spend time together, and it would be really unfair if certain people had to miss out.
Well, I'm not cancelling. Dusty is an idiot. He never did anything for me, so he can kiss goodbye to his Christmas.
Please.
No, now get out.
That Kahuna is an idiot. Looks like we will have to try something else. Luckily I know someone who can help us.
And what do you want for Christmas this year? Ah, young Wiz and Iggy. I sense that you are seeking my help with something.
Yes, Santa. We certainly are. My uncle is in hospital and unless he has his operation tomorrow he will remain there over Christmas.
Wiz has very few relatives. My grandpa is too busy to celebrate Christmas with us.
I see.
If this guy called Kahuna cancels his op, then my uncle can have his, but Kahuna hates my uncle and won't cancel.
We tried to explain to him about forgiveness, but he doesn't care.
I remember Kahuna when he was a kid. He used to hate Christmas then. All because his family disowned him. Dusty happened to be one of Kahuna's neighbors and was aware of how he was treated but was too scared to help him.
So that's why he hates Dusty. He thinks he allowed him to suffer.
I'm sure my uncle would have helped if he had been braver.
My advice is this. Let the guy see how forgiveness is possible, even if everyone thinks differently.
And I know the perfect people.
What are you doing on Christmas Day this year, Dazzler?
Running the casino. Same as any other day.
You always spend your Christmas working. Can't you and your family just forgive each other?
Look, my son never forgave me when my wife left and my daughter thinks that I hate her because she chose to become a criminal.
But that was all in the past.
They might have changed views since they last saw you.
Dazzler, someone has come to see you.
Do you really think I can make it up to my father? I'm worried.
Come on, Lindsay. I am sure you can make up.
Hi, Father.
Lindsay, what are you doing here?
I had no one to spend Christmas with. Then I remembered that despite my criminal ways, I still have a family. I thought that maybe you still cared about me.
I never said I didn't. I was just really mad with you for doing the one thing I regretted marrying your mother for. Families don't always share the same personalities, but they still do love each other very much.
Christmas is for 5-year-olds. Get a life.
What makes you so sure that my father will forgive me after everything I said to him?
Anyone is capable of forgiveness if they put their heart in the right place.
You really think that?
Hey brother. Long time no see.
I said some terrible things to you, father, and now look what it's caused.
I didn't exactly make things better for anyone.
Let's all spend Christmas together as a family.
Wow, maybe Christmas is the place for forgiveness after all. I have decided to cancel my operation. That man deserves to spend Christmas with his family.
Okay then. If you are sure you want to.
Good luck tomorrow, Dusty. Your nephew made me realize how much more important your operation was than mine.
Meanwhile,
it will take ages to fix this.
Why don't you leave it until after Christmas?
You've worked too hard, Fitz. Why don't we worry about it another time?
Grandpa, guess what? Uncle Dusty is having his operation tomorrow.
That's brilliant news. Maybe things haven't turned out so bad after all. Teen, it's Christmas time. Go home and spend it with your families. Hope Christmas goes down really well for all of you.
December 25th.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas everyone.
My daughter gets better at cooking every year.
Merry Christmas, love.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas everyone. It only happens once a year but it's worth the wait.